Greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. Listen here, on tonight, or rather this morning, today is Friday, July the 12th, 1 a.m. Central Time, 2 a.m. Eastern Time, and 11 p.m. Pacific Time. We're going to be covering a story tonight that's going to be very, very, very heavy. But listen here, before we do, let's go ahead and get into Queen City. All right, I think that I'm going to be asking the question that everyone wants to know. Okay, we need to know what is going on here. We have 111 in the building with the butterflies. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming through. 111 says, hello, Queen Tulsa. Well, listen here. Hello to you. Listen here, it is so much going on. When you talk about these YouTube streets, when you talk about this P. Diddy situation, listen here. Mama Combs, I'm very, very, very much so worried and concerned about her. I mean, she's a mother, a grandmother, and it's such a tragedy. But listen here, we can't forget about Miss Wendy Williams. Let's be honest, let's be real, let's be true. Miss Wendy Williams definitely had given us a tea on P. Diddy, on Cassie. She told us that, listen here, listen. She told us that Cassie wasted 11 years of her life. And you know what? She got so much pushback. She got so much drawback. And listen here, when you talk about Miss Wendy Williams, Ray J, we have questions. We have questions. But listen here, outside of my frustration, you all, I really want to say thank you all for coming out tonight. And I really want to give you an amazing show. So the title of this video is P. Diddy lining mom Janice up. Hospitalized for chest pains, admit son's lawsuits. Let's get into it. Countdown, please. Are right back at it. So listen here, peep this out. Like I said, I really appreciate you all for coming out tonight. Let me go ahead and get my banner up. Do y'all like the thumbnails? I've been really doing my big one with the thumbnails. I've been really taking time to give you guys quality over quantity, and so it takes a little bit longer. However, I feel like it's worth it all. You all let me know what you think in the comments. All right, we do have a trigger warning, and guess what? For audiences only, must be 18 plus to hang at the Butterfly Lounge. Welcome to Queen City, the Butterfly Lounge. Please subscribe, share, and like. Thank you so much for your support. Now listen here, we're going to be reviewing tonight this video from Tisa Tales, and I did tag her in the video. Okay, I did tag her in the video. Now listen here, Daphne Joy abandons Diddy. Okay, remember when Daphne Joy, which is one of P. Diddy's children's, maybe she was a girlfriend of his at one point in time, I believe, getting a stipend, allegedly. Okay, allegedly getting a stipend from Diddy. And, it is what it is. A girl got to do what a girl has to do. Okay, but make that money. Don't let it make you. Anywho, let's get on over here. Shout out to Tisa Tales. The title of this video is Daphne seemingly confirms Diddy arrest could happen in days, pulls back support. But listen, before I get into this, because I already know the tabloids and the creators are out here really doing their big ones. Okay, let's be honest, let's be true, and let's be real. Let's give credit where credit is due. Listen, so I believe that this is a tactic to garner sympathy from the public. And no shade to Miss Janice Combs, and I'm just going to say it like I mean it. I'm going to say it like I mean it. So when I say that, this is what I mean. I feel like Diddy is trying to use any escape route that he can to get his sympathy from the public. And he does, in my opinion, and in my thinking, it doesn't matter who he has to, cross over. He wants to be not looked at in the manner that he's as the public is looking at him right now. We have a lot to get into, so let's go ahead and roll the clip.
One of the lawyers that are suing Diddy has come out and told everybody that they have it on good authority that Diddy's arrest is imminent. Now, baby, even TMZ is on arrest countdown, so we already know that's coming. But one of the ways, because everybody's just like, of course Cassie's lawyer is going to say that. Of course everybody else is going to say that. You know that? Okay, fine. But do you know the quickest way to tell if something really is coming? Don't listen to the people on your side. Go look and see what the other side are doing. Go look and see how the ops are acting. Because the way the ops are acting, baby, that's going to let you know what's really going on. And baby, one of Diddy's day ones, one of his alleged blank workers, according to Little Rod's lawsuit.
Now check this out. Thank you so much, Wani11. Wani11 says you're doing an awesome job. Thank you so much. Listen here, didn't we hear in Lil Rod's lawsuit that there was, items being transported from here to there? There were things promised. There were allegations of Young Miami's cousin, kind of overstepping her boundaries when it comes to the bathroom situation and coming on to someone that is not interested in you. I feel like we need to respect people. We need to respect people, their privacy, their space, their bubble, And speaking of bubbles, Miss Kim Porter, the late Miss Kim Porter, I don't, a lot of people say rest their soul. I don't think that they can rest until they get justice. And speaking of justice, make sure you all are liking the video, sharing the video, and also make sure you are, you can join in on the conversation. It is certainly fine.
of his girlfriends who said, I'm not a blank worker. It's perfectly normal for a man to have four girlfriends publicly. Like, this is like Pride Rock or Eden Rock with the soul of the sun out on the African savannah. And we're watching like National Geographic with a lion and their pride. Who am I talking about? Daphne Lovejoy. Now, this is no shade to Daphne, but she was out there. Diddy had her windmilling on 50 cents looking stupid. What if it was your son that was chained up? And 50 said, my son ain't never going to have to slip nothing in a champagne bottle to get to anybody's daughter. My son is never going to be freak-offs.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Remember, in the lawsuits, there were FOs going on with Diddy. There were these extravagant parties, and it's, we're hearing all types of stories, right? We're hearing all types of stories about it. We're hearing that, Diddy was, in a relationship allegedly with these big time people that were, I don't want to say, I can say, they were profiting off of him, but then still giving him, oh my goodness, giving him power, so to speak, giving him power, or what he thought was power. Because if we really think about it, where's everybody now? Everybody is like scattering from left to right, Even Daphne Joy, because she was riding the P. train at one point in time. And this is 50 Cent's child's mother. Let's go.
Standing in the corner waiting for him to be tapped in to cover up for his itty bitty Diddy and his lust. But all jokes aside, right? Daphne went to war with the father of her son, her child with 50 cents, okay? Now just listen to this. She went to war. She said she was suing. She said she was getting a lawyer. Remember how all of them like, we're looking into legal matters and we're going to get lawyers to explore what to do with you, 50, and also you, Little Rod. Where are those lawyers at? What happened? Did they dry up? Remember everybody was going to sue? How dare you? I'd never be a blank worker for Diddy. Remember when they were legal? Where are they? I guess they still exploring their options with the council.
Let's get into it. Because at the end of the day, this is the thing. You go out here and you say things maliciously about people, and 50 Cent had actually put out a lawsuit against Daphne because she said that he R-worded her. This, that, and the third. But none of that is, it's kind of like fizzled out. It kind of like dissolved. So when we talk about Daphne Joy, remember, follow the money. Okay? Follow the money, people.
Wow. It looks like maybe Daphne Joy, if listen, just listen to my theory. It's just my opinion. Diddy says he's innocent. Daphne Joy, I think, says Diddy's innocent. All this stuff is going on. But Daphne Joy looks like she knows something's coming for Diddy too, because listen to this. According to TMZ, she has deleted the 50 Cent's R-word claim and abuse claim amid a defamation lawsuit.
Didn't I just say that, y'all? Didn't I just say that? It was she had accused him of the R-word. And listen here, I do not play with the R-word. I do not play with it. Not a little bit. Not even a tiny piece. Because you can mess somebody's life up with just a lie. If you are not telling the truth, and I'm not victim shaming, because if your truth is your truth, but if you know that it is not the truth and you want to come out here and maliciously go up against somebody because you didn't get your way, I don't think that that's fair, and I don't think it's right. 111 says, back in the day, the stars would keep their dirt underground. Nowadays, it's like a badge of honor. Money doesn't mean you have morals. Absolutely. Absolutely. When we think about morals and values and the music that we have now, yeah, people might want to say, well, oh, look, Kim, she was saying this, that, and the third. Yeah, but she wasn't out here saying her coochie stank. She wasn't taking us into the doctor's office. You know, oh my God, my coochie stinking. What's going on? And letting the world know. It was some type of pride and privacy. Let's go.
Daphne has deleted her post on Instagram where she accused 50 of raping her and abuse. Now, why did she delete that? I don't know. We're going to get into the story. But why did she post it in the first place? Well, I mean, the obvious thing is it could be true. I wasn't dating 50, and 50 Cent is hilarious. But he seems like he can get real evil. But I'm not accusing him of doing anything illegal, right? Because raping.
Well, first of all, listen here. Shout out to 50 Cent, my Cancer brother. Listen here. One thing about us Cancers, baby, you don't want to rumble with us. Okay. And speaking of Cancers, Miss Wendy Williams' birthday is July the 18th. It's 6 days away. So we need to, I'm going to put together a party for her here on the channel. Let me see what day it's going to be. It's going to be on a Thursday. So we'll do like a ladies' night themed. If you're interested, definitely come by. All right, let's go.
Someone, that's something beyond the pale, you know, or putting hands on someone. That's something where it's like, I don't even want to joke about that until that. But Daphne deleted it. But the thing is, why did she post it? Because around that time, and this was before everything went down, Diddy had Daphne and all his girls and everybody.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say, Tisa. Exactly what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say. She took the words right out of my mouth, and that's why I don't even have to see them. And guess what? We got T.S. Tangi Grace then flew up in the room. Okay, Boo's just about to hit us in the face, honey. Okay, yes, she got the girls up. She says, hello. I got my butterflies. Okay, she got her butterflies all up in the screen. 111 says 50 Shades of 50 should be his next album's title because he shades and trolls like no other. And listen here, baby, when he goes, he goes. And listen here, when he goes, he brings the what? The facts.
Windmilling. Hold on, y'all. It's my Uber. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so Daphne, right? One of the reasons she put that up is because
exactly, Daphne, exactly. That's what we were on. Tisa, we were on Daphne. Okay, listen here, Tisa tells me, girl, she really gives me exactly what I'm looking for. Whenever I need a fix, I go right on over. Okay, yes, and you could check her link, and it is plugged in the description. Tangi Grace, 123, get up off that. You know what to do. Fly on in. You all, please listen here. We are working around here. Please make sure you hit the like button. We really, really, really appreciate it. We really are begging for the likes. Shout out to Gigi, Gossip Girl, XOXO. All right, now Tisa, tell us what you was telling us, girl. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you, but girl, you know how I have to do it on this YouTube. This is Fair Use Commentary, and we're just reviewing and we're crediting the source. Okay, get into
back
it.
then, she had Young Miami out there lying for him.
What?
Had Daphne out there windmilling on people.
What?
Everybody was windmilling. This is when they thought that it was only going to be a case and they could just call Little Rod a liar. Remember how Young Miami tried to say, like, I never flew anything that I wasn't even in Miami on those days. I'm sorry, in New York on those days. And then, like, there was proof that she actually.
Wait a minute. Yes, it was proof. It was proof that she actually did what?
Was okay, right? So anyway, Daphne has deleted those posts. Those posts were in defense of Diddy. And remember when we said back then, everybody around Diddy, he's using you guys as pawns. He does not care. Do not defend this man. Let him be held accountable. If he's innocent, then God will show that. And if he's not, then yeah, he gonna have some explaining to do. Well, it looks like he gonna have some explaining to do. Anyway, TMZ said, interesting development between Daphne Joy and 50 Cent. She scrubbed her social media posts accusing him of raping her amid his.
Now listen here, y'all. I want y'all to really get up into that because who did she say posted that? TMZ. Miss Thing, TMZ. TMZ was there when he was in LA, right? When he was just out there just looking he was out there, and child, they seeing that he's over there tampering with witnesses. Allegedly. I don't know that to be true. All this is just, listen here. It's the little voice in my head that's telling me to say this stuff. Okay. And I told my therapist that there is a little voice in my head. Hello. Tangie Grace says, I love you, Queen. Love you, Wani11. Heart, heart, heart. 1, 2, 3. Put them Kias up in the air. If you got a Kia, put it in the air.
Is on amid the rapper's ongoing lawsuit over that post. If you guys don't remember, 50 Cent said he was going to sue her. I think back then Daphne thought, it don't matter. I got Diddy's money. I can beat the case. My man, my man, my man. And now Diddy is just like, yeah, I need my money, my money, my money. Okay, so TMZ explains it. They said, here's the deal.
Now, wait a minute. My man, my man, my man. My sister Tisa, girl, she be over here watching me, girl. I be taking some of her stuff, and girl, she be borrowing some of mine, child. We be borrowing each other's lingo. Those kerfuffles that was going on, child. The kerfuffle of it all. Okay? Shout out to our girl Tisa. That's our sister in Christ. Y'all go over and give her a like, share, subscribe, and share the content.
Daphne, the mother of 50 Cent's son, Sire, publicly accused the rapper of raping her and physically abusing her in a March 28th Instagram post. 50 immediately denied the claim, and in May, he sued her for defamation. Now, Daphne's post has been deleted from her official IG account. It's unclear exactly when she took it down or why, but it's gone. It's probably got taken down because it was part of, like, the lawyers were like, just take that down and let's...
Listen here. Diddy's lawyers leaving him. Okay. Lady Gaga and all them, like, they are bringing in the dough. Okay. They are bringing in the dough. Diddy is gonna be bringing in something else when that prison sentence is announced.
Hope he doesn't sue us into oblivion, because if he does sue Daphne and take money from her, then her income is going to go down, and then he's going to have to pay more child support. So yeah, anyway, sources familiar with the situation tell TMZ Daphne removing the post.
I like the way Tisa thinks. Absolutely. Because it's like he's actually playing chess. He's not playing checkers. 111 says, I love you, sister, at TS. Tangie Grace 1, 2, 3, and got those Kias up in the air. Butterfly heart, butterfly. Get into it, doodle butterfly. Doodle butterfly, let's go.
Post has nothing to do with 50 Cent's lawsuit. We're told there's been no settlement, and he's moving forward with the case. Daphne made those claims against 50 in the wake of a lawsuit filed against Diddy, in which Daphne was accused of being a blank worker for 50. 50 Cent reacted on Instagram by posting captions like, I didn't know you was a blank worker, you little blank worker. Daphne has an OnlyFans that she posts images of herself.
Now get into this, because this is very important. That statement right there, she has an OnlyFans, and she's on social media. She's a celebrity. Now, Roa, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I just want that to just kind of just make a mental note of that. Let's go.
Is that not a blank worker? Is that me? Anyway, following that allegation, she was once a blank worker. 50 filed to get full custody of Sire from Daphne. The court has yet to make a decision. Daphne then lit up 50 with a post on her own saying, let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of blanking me and physically abusing me. That's if what Daphne's saying is true, then that's sad, because you went from one.
Yeah, you went from one story and then to another. Why are you backtracking? Why are you, if it happened, then, A, sorry it happened to you. B, you need to be getting you some help. Because if you want to weaponize that, that is just not the way to go. And, you got to try something different, sis. Let's go.
In person, you went from the frying pan into the fire. Because I gotta say, Diddy's even worse. And judging from what Cassie said he did to her, I don't think Daphne's faring any better.
Judging what Cassie said he did to her, we all saw that video. We all saw that video of him in that hotel and the way that he did that woman. He did her up like a rag doll. He trashed her. He hurt her. That is a woman. He was very much so stronger than her. And he went punting like he played for the Kansas City Chiefs.
I think she's getting the same treatment. Anyway, TMC said they reached out to Daphne, but have not heard back from her. It'll be interesting to see if her deletion of the post prompts any peace talks with 50 Cent. They've reached out to 50 for comment. Listen, like I said, if 50 sues Daphne into oblivion and Daphne becomes destitute, that's why he's probably suing to get full custody of Sire. But at the end of the day, 50 Cent, is he really going to be raising the son 24?
Listen here, Tisa, thank you so much for that. No, I don't think so. Because if memory serves me correctly, didn't one of 50 Cent's son come out, and I guess he was like trying to have a relationship with his dad or whatever the case may be, and 50 kind of like he was allegedly he didn't want nothing to do with his son. He didn't want a relationship. He didn't, I'm not really sure what that relationship was with his son. But listen here. Shout out to Miss Tisa Tales. She has dropped, this is the video that we're going to be reviewing. I'm going to place it in the chat so you all can see. Okay. I did just place it in there. So you can come to the main channel on Queen Tulsa and click that link. It'll take you straight to the video. Now, this particular video right here, right? And I'm about to bring up. I actually want to bring up this article right here. And it's actually from the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room. This is our source. They're reporting on the story. So pretty much it says CSR prayers up. Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, reportedly hospitalized after experiencing chest pains. Reported by TMZ, Diddy's mother, Janice, hospitalized with chest pains. Shade Room says, prayers up. We are keeping Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, lifted in prayer after it's been reported that she's been hospitalized for chest pains. According to TMZ, Combs was rushed to the hospital on Wednesday after sharing that she was experiencing discomfort in her chest. A source connected to Diddy shared he is by her side and she'll remain in the hospital for at least another day, wishing Mama Combs a speedy recovery. So let's just jump up into the comments. Y'all already know how we like to do it. Losing that monthly allowance will do that to you. Prayers for Miss Combs. Ooh, they so shady. I'm going to just read the comments. Someone says, girl, I'm with you on that. Harry says, prayers. Love mother. She's a gem of a mother. A grandmother, always so sweet and pleasant. Praying for you, Mama Combs. Always so sweet and pleasant. Tammy Roman put her things up. She's tired of all this BS with her son, honey. Let's heart that. Someone says these comments are insane. What have we become as people? We don't know these characters in actuality. However, I am quite sure that we have all been raised to know that when an elder is sick, we wish them a speedy recovery. We used to be dignified people. Yeah, we are going to send her a speedy recovery. We sure are. And we can give her son the brunt of what's going on. You're stressing your mother out, Diddy. All your shenanigans. All of your shenanigans. All that video. I think it was a video. I think it was a video because she's like, ain't no coming back from that. That video is out there. It is out there forever. Once in cyberspace, it's in there. 111 says, with one hand and 2 feet, hold on. With one hand and 2 feet, towel in hand. Get into it. Get into it. Get into it for real. Seriously. 111 says she should have made a request in her settlement that he allow her to do what he did to her. Cassie, that is. Absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, when Cassie had come out with her lawsuit, Oh, she's lying, this, that, and the third. But now that the proof is out, you know what? You still got people out here saying, well, what did she do to him to make him do that to her? What did she do? She had to have done something. It looks like to everybody that she was trying to get away. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's just like that dance choreographer that was on Making the Band back in the day. And Diddy was so aggressive with her. I believe he even threw a chair at her. That was not for clicks and views. That was not for shock value. That was like his real, that's who he is. Probably running for her life. Absolutely. Uh-huh. You remember that, Wani? Yes. And even what's the girl's name? Um the young lady that had come out, um Andrea, whatever her name is. I'm sorry. Screwing it up. But yeah, her too. Someone says watching the downfall of your child will do that. May she be well. The devil, if you want your career back, give me your mother. Oh, now listen here. That one is different. The devil, if you want your career back, give me your mother. And listen here, when we think about Biggie Small and um Rob, Rob, is it the guy Rob? Black Rob. When you do people and you maneuver certain ways in life, that man was financially stable to give Black Rob a nice living situation. And it wouldn't have hurt him. It wouldn't have hurt him at all. And I think, with that greed and always wanting to be on top, it's a lot. The real king says, "Hey, how you doing?" She says she may be stressed out about probably cutting up in his getting caught up in his BS. Yes, because that's the first. Miss Combs knew a lot. I don't care what nobody wants to say, but Miss Combs knew a lot. And you know what? When I think about Miss Combs, I think about Mary J. Blige. It's like Miss Combs where she wore those boots. And if y'all look at Miss Combs in boots and that gold hair, she looks like Mary J. Blige. It's like everybody has to look like Mary J. Blige. You gotta have the blonde, like his mom. You gotta have the blonde, the blonde, the blonde. 111 says, like Tupac said, F bad boy. Yes, F him. Yes, F him. Hey, the real Kenya. Absolutely. Let's get into these comments. I'm gonna bring it up. All right. So this comment says, for those with negative comments, it can be heard today and you tomorrow. Be humble. Prayers to Miss Combs. Yes, we're sending prayers up. We're sending prayers up. We're seeing what her son has got her in. She wouldn't be passing out and doing all that if it wasn't for him and all of his trauma bestowed on individuals that had nothing to do with it, and then he calls them trauma. So if we're going to be saying prayers to Miss Combs, we need to be saying prayers to the victims and the survivors. How about that? Her son be stressing her the F out, someone says. Cassie had chest pains too. Someone says, absolutely. Okay, Cassie had chest pains too. Get into that. I had to heart that comment because real is real. If we gonna talk the truth, let's talk the truth. If we gonna talk the truth, let's talk the truth. Let's call it for what it is. They hate the truth. Absolutely. They hate it, but guess what? That truth pill is hard to swallow for some people. You know, I see people for who they are, not for who I want them to be. Okay, someone says, not to be funny, but I think Cassie had chest pains after he stomped her out in the hotel. Okay, get into that. So did Cassie. You better be careful what you do to me because somebody might do it to you. Or whatever Sparkle said in that song. Someone says the internet is dangerous. Y'all sit and type comments and don't think to yourself that you're doing too much. This lady could have had a heart attack just like anybody else, and you make it about her son. Clown behavior. I don't like the shade room. Listen here. I liked your comment, but this is my thing. Like you said, it was other people that have come before Diddy and experienced the same thing when they made the tabloids for some horrendous acts against humanity. So you don't get the right to tell us how to respond. You have thousands of people in this comment section, and this may trigger them. And it triggers because of the late Kim Porter, her health, and then she was unalive. Let's talk about the Cassie video. Let's talk about the way that Biggie Smalls was about to move on and do his own thing. He's out of here. Let's talk about Black Rob. This man was on video. You think Diddy went to his rescue to see if there was anything that he could do? No. Okay. So let's get into this. Now, this next video, or actually, we're going to go over here to this article and shout out to our friends over at Page 6. Page 6 reported, honey. Yes, they did. Page 6 reported Sean Diddy Combs' mother Janice hospitalized for chest pains amid son's lawsuits. And by Francesca Bacardi, published July 11, 2024 at 2:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, get into that photo, girl. Don't she look like she going through like Wendy? Girl, listen here. It's giving Wendy Williams, Miss Wendy Williams. See, what they tried to set out, Miss Wendy Williams was looking, and whatever the case may be, but Miss Wendy Williams was on her show. She had that money, and now they're saying that Miss Wendy Williams don't have no money. Who was getting that money for her when she had those racks on racks on racks when she was on that reality TV show? Where's Miss Wendy Williams? Get into this. Sean Diddy Combs' mother has been hospitalized in Miami after experiencing chest pains. Janice Combs was rushed to the hospital Wednesday after complaining of discomfort in her chest, sources close to the embattled rapper told TMZ. It's unclear what caused Janice's pain, but she's expected to remain under medical observation for at least another day while she undergoes testing. The Bad Boy Records founder, 54, has been at the hospital by her side while she recovers. Now, this is a lie. Get into it. I'm just going to set that right there. Girl, let's just set that right there. Child, let's just set that right there. This child. I wonder if the house he has to sell is the one she lives in. His mother, that is. Exactly. Child. Those shopping sprees and those gambling, the casinos and things like that. I'm not saying that the woman likes to gamble, but, I don't know. He's her comfort in this, an insider noted. The outlet sources shared that Janice, 83, believes stress from her son's federal investigation and mounting civil lawsuits caused the health scare. Janice lives in Miami, but in a separate residence from Diddy's waterfront estate. Reps for Diddy didn't immediately return page 6 request for comment. You know what? It's given every step I take, every move I make. What a line to say, I'll be missing you. Y'all think Miss Janice Combs is on her way up out of here? The Department of Homeland Security raided Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami residences in March in connection to an ongoing trafficking investigation. Months prior, the Sean John's founder, ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, sued him for, you know what, and the A word. Despite vehemently denying the accusations, the former couple settled the lawsuit 24 hours later. Surveillance footage of the multi-hyphenate beating Cassie in a hotel hallway then leaked in May, prompting Diddy to claim he was effed up in an apology video shared via social media. More women have also come forward to accuse Diddy of SA. Joy Dickerson Neal claimed in a civil lawsuit that Diddy intentionally put something in the cup and, you know, that word, her while she was a student at Syracuse University in 1991. He once again denied the allegations. Every step I take, ain't nobody takes my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Girl, I'm not gonna lie. In this photo, it looks like he will take her out in a second with that old nasty grin. That old, I don't know, that old nasty smirk on his face. It's like he will take her up out of here. Allegedly, in my opinion, just from what I'm seeing. The father of 7 also has been accused of, y'all know, Jean, RN, and S10, a 17-year-old schoolgirl who filed the lawsuit as a Jane Doe. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. The It's All About the Benjamins posted on social media. At the time, let me be absolutely clear, I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth, and made prosecutors appear to bring Diddy's accusers in front of a grand jury, indicating government officials were seeking to obtain an indictment against the music mogul. So there you have it there. When you get into this, this is a lot. This is heavy. And, you know, Diddy is really like, he's really facing the music on this one. He is really facing the music on this one. You know, let's see. Oh, his mother. Hey, Norris Tony, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, yes, it is. All right, so let me get over to 2 more clips, and then this will conclude our broadcast. But I definitely want to thank you all so much for coming on over and liking, sharing, subscribing, and always supporting the Queen Host Show here in Queen City. Now, we are back at Tisa Till. She says, Diddy's mom collapsed after learning awful truth. Hospitalized, Diddy moves to...
Let's get into it, right? Janice Combs was hospitalized. Now, first, I want to say, y'all better not be doing any hoodoo out in Jamaica, Queens. It's not funny. We wish her a speedy recovery. Again, Diddy's crimes have nothing to do with her. However, Diddy did a lot to a lot of people and hurt a lot of people. I'm just saying if somebody is in hoodoo, I don't know if Janice Combs is going to be, shall we say, exempt, but we do wish her a speedy recovery. Okay, so where are we at? She is hospitalized and she is suffering from chest pains. They're saying she was hospitalized in South Florida after experiencing chest pains. Let me just get through this report, then I'm going to tell you what I've been hearing. Janice was rushed to the
Yes, girl. Before you get into that report, girl, we got to say hey to the people right quick because they're coming by to listen to us review your content. We have Norris Tony up in the building. We got 111 says, hey, Norris Tony. And then we have Under the Tree come in and says, hi. Well, hello. How are you, honey? All right. So we're just reviewing and giving commentary on Tisa Till's Diddy's mom rushed to the hospital, child. Okay. What do y'all think about it? Do y'all think this is a stunt so he can garner sympathy from the public? Oh, his mom is in the hospital. We should be easy on him. Well, guess what? The feds ain't trying to hear that because they're going to Monica knock, 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 come knocking. Don't stop knocking at my door. Or whatever Monica said in that song. Let's go.
the hospital on Wednesday. Okay, fine. That was yesterday. After the days flow together when you got the warmth of the summer suns on your skin. On Wednesday, after she complained about discomfort in her chest, according to sources close to Diddy. It's still unclear exactly what caused the pain. We're told she's going to remain in the hospital for at least another day. Our sources say Diddy was in Miami at the time, and at his mom's request.
Y'all, wait a minute. 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 Sacrifice. Listen here. Heavy D. And what was that? No. I'll be sure. I'll be sure. Remember, I'll be sure was in a hospital. Remember, I'll be sure was in a hospital, y'all. Listen here. Remember, I'll be sure was in a hospital. Do y'all remember that? Let me know. Like this video, please. Do y'all remember when I'll be sure was in the hospital? Do y'all remember when Miss Kim Porter was having these, she wasn't feeling good? Do y'all remember when Heavy D went up out of here? Do y'all know that everybody that allegedly was going to be writing a book was up and out of here? Do y'all think that this is going to be the photo that's up on Miss Thing's obituary? Her and Diddy, he walking her up out of here because he was there for her, by her side, allegedly. And I'm not speaking that up on that one, but I'm just saying, we got to think. We have to think right now. Yes, and Jamie Foxx. So you think Jamie Foxx on his way up out of here? Who y'all think that's on their way up out of here? Hashtag who you think's on their way up out of here. Connect phone. Absolutely. Everybody has went to the hospital. Listen here, it is not a good sign when the hospital is involved or chest pains and all that. Listen here. Well, you know, Cassie survived her chest pain. Cassie survived hers. And so did the young lady that alleged that, you know, he did the stomp. You know, did she interview with Tasha K? Remember she was with Child and he did the stomp on her? You know, I gotta say things a certain way because you already know how it goes. Y'all, let me go get my charger. Let me play Tisa.
Went to the hospital to be by her side. We're told Janice believes the pain was related to stress over her son's legal woes, including the federal investigation and multiple civil lawsuits. Again, Janice, get healthy, but because at the end of the day, are you effing serious? You're related to heart pains. You better be worried about your funeral expenses and all the kids' living expenses for the rest of 50 years being wiped out because of the mess Diddy did. Now, here's the funny thing. In this report, it lets us know a bunch of things. They said Janice lives in Miami, but her own residence. You know what? We're going to get to this, but I got to put my 2 cents in, right? She was rushed to the hospital on Wednesday after she complained about discomfort in her chest. According to sources close to Diddy, they don't know what happened to the thing. My sources are telling me that Diddy finally came clean with his mom and was like, literally put on Tupac. I know it's sacrilegious, but still, dear mama, and told her, yo, I might be going away for a very, very long time. Again, we've been saying for a while, arrest is imminent. Diddy has been showing pictures of him getting on a private jet. But even that private jet, now that we know he's in Miami, that makes me think that he was reposting old stuff. Even that white water trip, you were just in Wyoming, Minnesota, wherever the white water rapids are. I know they go through a bunch of states. So can you tell me how you got to Miami so quick? Again, I think he's doing old posts because he wants everybody to think he's bothered, but it looks like he actually is grounded. It's related over stress over her son's legal woes. Again, what changed? Well, think about it. The raid happened. She ain't go to the hospital. She ain't go to the hospital. She saw the video of Cassie on the thing. She ain't go to the hospital. But now that all major news outlets are reporting that Diddy's arrest is imminent, now she going to the hospital? I'm just saying, coincidence? Maybe. Diddy has maintained his innocence. But, and saying that this is just a government harassing a black man. And I said, it could be both. The government could be harassing a black man and you still could be guilty.
But listen here, when you talk about this man had come out and said, I'm innocent, they lying on my name and this, that, and the third. And then in May, when we got the big video of him doing what he did to Cassie, he act like he was out there auditioning for UCLA football team, and I could only imagine how he ran down on that field. Remember when he laid hands on the coach, when he decided that he was gonna, go down there because of whatever reason. It is not your duty to run down there on the field. When your child is out there on that field and they are out there with that coach, that is not your child at that point in time. That coach is in charge. That's their domain. Like you say, this is my house and this is where I pay the bills. Well, guess what? Out there on the field, that is the coach's house. And for you to come up out there and disrespect and lay your hands on and you settled out, that's the only reason. But guess what? You can only settle out for so long. The settling out is up. He was hospitalized and it was so hush hush on what happened. Absolutely. All right, let's go.
Is all sin. In which way it is not harassment. That's called the consequences of your actions, sir. Anyway, so she's going to remain in the hospital. That's pretty serious for her to be in the hospital from Wednesday to Friday. They're saying that she was rushed to the hospital, discomfort in the chest. Now listen, I don't want to get dark about it, but remember when Gene Dill and a few other people said that Diddy has no respect for his mom and tried to put his head... Just hear me out. Do you think that Diddy needs Janice out the way?
Listen here. Let's be honest and let's be real. Let's be true. Mr. Gene Deal, he did say that. He said that if he did that again, it was not going to be good news. Okay. Listen here. If he had did that again, he was going to need security to get him up off of him. 111 says, I'm still upset with him for making the band walk across New York to get him some Junior's cheesecake. I thought that was, but you know what? It's saying, it was, in my mind, he felt like a white man and he wanted to know how it felt to be a slave owner. It was his allegiance. I don't care about these black people, and let me show you how in my actions. What has he been doing? Man, when you talk about, I feel like he destroyed the music industry. Time is up. It's time to get up out of here. Pack it up, buddy. He likes to humiliate people. Well, guess what? I just hope that they put him in there with general population. I don't know how well that would go, but he needs to be pounced around. Or you know what? Yeah, he needs to be pounced around. They need to have a FO with him up in there every day of the year. Especially black people, allegedly. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, so stuff can be transferred. I don't know. if you listen to all what's in the gossip, Diddy seems to be in some very, very dark stuff. If you saw the way, I don't know. If you listen to all what's in the gossip, Diddy seems to be in some very, very dark stuff. If you saw the way he treated Cassie, it seems super, super dark. Now, I don't want to put anything, far be it from me to gossip, but Janice Combs owns almost all of, well, half of Diddy's business. Justin owns the other. I know what people are saying. If she goes into the hospital and God forbid something happened to her, all that stuff goes into an estate and it can be actually attacked by the people that are suing him. But here's the thing a lot of people don't realize. I was talking to somebody like this and they were like, yo, Diddy probably transferred all that stuff months ago. And I said, but here's the thing.
Wow. This all makes sense. He would benefit. Listen here. You're worth more when you're gone. And that's not just for celebrities. These are for celebrities, parents, and things like that, because don't think that they don't have A1 life insurance policies and things like that. And when we speak about this gentleman right here, we know he loves his Benjamins, okay? All right, let's get into it. I thought I had some more comments. Let's go, y'all.
When you're under lawsuits, federal and civil, it would be smart for anyone to be like, oh, shoot, they're suing me for $30 million. Let me transfer my assets. But there is something called that if you transfer assets too quickly and too much around the time of litigation, the court has the power to undo all those transfers because they're like, you were just trying to hide your money. Again, the court's not stupid and rich people do this all the time. Moreover, they can literally ask for certain things to.
Well, listen here. Let's take it back. Y'all know Tasha K, she was in court with Cardi B and they were saying that, she was trying to move money, this, that, and the third, this place, that place. It's a lot. Well, listen here. Make sure you sound off in the comments. The videos that we reviewed are tagged in the description. We definitely want to thank you for coming by on this beautiful day. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. And this concludes our broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. Catch us on the next.